Yo, what's good? This is Trey with Vertical Jump Prop coming to you with a video on how to dominate basketball trials. First thing you want to do is ball like your life depends on it. Don't try to be cool or laid back. Coaches hate that. So, what I mean is, sometimes we have, the tendency to, especially if you're not getting the ball, stuff like that, to just be laid back, kind of passive on the basketball court. If you're not really, you don't really have the ball in your hands all the time. But that's definitely what you don't want to do. All right, whether you have the basketball in your hands or not, you should always be active. You should always be cutting to the basket, setting screens, V cutting. Okay, if you don't know what a V cut is, basically it's like you do a fake cut to the basket. So you act like you're gonna cut to the basket, but instead you juke your defender and then come back up to the perimeter. So, basically just stay on the move. Always be moving up and down. Get in position for offensive rebound when your teammate shoots the basketball. Um, Even demand the ball when when you're open, yell for the ball, say ball, or or just get in position, get open. Whatever you got to do, make sure it looks like you're playing, playing your heart out. You should never look complacent, like you don't want to be there, or you're mad that you're not getting the ball or anything like that. Always look like you're enjoying the game of basketball and you really want to win. All right, be aggressive. So in any situation, whether you're posting up, whether you're driving to the basket, you're playing defense, always be aggressive. Don't be afraid, to get physical. All right. Some people, they're afraid, I get too aggressive, somebody's going to want to fight. Well, the thing is with basketball is, most of the best players, like, they're gonna, eat you up. If they notice that you're afraid to get aggressive, they're going to take advantage of that, and they're gonna push you around and, basically bully you on the basketball court. You don't want that to happen, so you have to, put your fear aside. If you're, somebody that's afraid to get aggressive, you got to put that aside and learn to be tough, because the competition will be tough. All right, you're dealing with people that, have tough lives. They're born and raised in some tough situations. Some people, they don't even have food to eat sometimes. So these are tough people that you're gonna come up against. A lot of people that even make it to the pros, they lived lives of poverty. They have a lot of money. They seen a lot of stuff they shouldn't have seen. Some of them live in the ghetto, came from the ghetto. I'm just letting you know, like, as you progress, you're going to meet up with different types of players, and they're going to be aggressive. So you want to develop that aggressive mentality as early as possible. So when you're in tryouts, definitely you want to show your coach that, look, I'm not afraid to get dirty on the basketball court. I'm not afraid to get physical. All right, and coaches love that. Always be on the move. Don't get complacent. So what that means, basically what I've been saying this whole time. Don't catch yourself just standing in place, looking around. Anytime you see yourself standing in place, be conscious and aware of that. If you realize that you're just standing in place, waiting for somebody to pass you the ball, start moving, doing anything. All right, setting screens, um, you know, running the play properly, cutting to the basket, whatever you got to do to make sure that you're in the game. All right, you're active. All right. You might feel like, oh, I look stupid running up and down like this. All right. Well, it looks better to run up and down, looking wild, than to just be standing in place. All right. So just make sure you're not complacent. Next thing, be the best at your position. So whatever you do, make sure you are the best at it. All right. That's basically the key to success, is to focus on being the best. Do not focus on being second best, third best, fourth best. Focus on being the best. All right, especially at your position and what you do. All right, you need to know your strengths and weaknesses, and make sure you showcase your strengths and hide your weaknesses. All right, so going into tryouts, you know what you're good at, you know what you're not good at. Make sure you put an emphasis on what you're good at. Make sure it's clear, it's obvious to your coach that, look, I'm a shooter. If you're a shooter, make sure he knows you're a shooter by the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? If you're a ball handler, show him some of your moves, all right? Um, if you're, somebody that's good at passing the ball, show them some of your good plays. If you're somebody that gets rebounds, go and get your rebounds. If you're somebody that gets blocks, all right? Be you. Whoever you are, whatever you're good at, showcase that. Make it known. Um, Weaknesses, definitely you want to get rid of your weaknesses before tryouts. So when tryouts come, you shouldn't really have any weaknesses that are like extremely obvious. So for example, like me, what I'm saying, one of my weaknesses, I could make left hand layups, but I'm not as strong with my left hand as I am with my right hand. So what I did is I made sure I can make left hand layups. All right. Going into trials when I was in high school, I knew you needed to be able to make both right hand and left hand layups. So what I did is I made sure I could make left hand layups wide open. Now, put me in a situation where I have to drive to the basket and make a contested left hand layup. That might be a little difficult, but I can do the fundamentals. I can do the basics. So you definitely don't want to have weaknesses when it comes to the basics. You should be able to do a right hand and left hand layup. You should be able to dribble with both hands. You should be able to, shoot a mid-range shot and hit 3-point shots. You should be able to do all the basic things. All right. So you definitely want to work on, mastering the fundamentals and the basics. And definitely you're going to have some strengths, some talents that are come natural to you, and you want to showcase those. All right. So, I just give you some examples here. If you're a point guard, make sure your handles are tight. If you're a shooting guard, make sure you can score. If you're a small forward, make sure you can defend. Make sure you can, get your shot off. Basically, you want to, whatever position you play, you got to know what you're supposed to do at that position. So if you're a point guard, obviously you have to be able to handle the rock. You have to be able to make decisions on the basketball court. You have to be confident in your abilities. These are things you have to develop on your own time. Don't go into trials thinking, all right, I'm magically going to be able to handle the ball. Nah, you got to put in the work before tryouts come. All right, if you're a center, you got to have some post game. You got to have that hook shot, a little mid-range jump shot, a drop step move. You got to have some moves you can go to. You got to be able to, rebound the ball, block shots, defend the paint. Power forward, pretty much the same thing. So you definitely got to know your position, and you got to know what you got to bring to the table, and you want to be the best at it. All right. So you want to, in your mind, you want to develop yourself into somebody who is irreplaceable, somebody that can't be replaced. All right, so that comes from hard work and dedication. So you really got to dedicate yourself to becoming the best version of yourself, and you got to enjoy it. All right, if you love basketball, then it shouldn't be a problem. You should enjoy practicing. You should enjoy developing your game. All right, so going into tryouts, you need to practice. You need to develop yourself into, confident in yourself, confident in your abilities. All right. Make sure you're in basketball condition. So what this is you want to make sure that, you could run up and down the court without getting tired. All right. Coaches love basketball players who never get tired. They know that they can rely on you. They can give you big minutes. They can put you in the game. They know that you're going to hustle on every play, and you're not going to disappoint them by slacking off on defense and stuff like that. If you do get tired, which, nobody's a robot. So there will be times when you get tired. Make sure nobody knows. All right. Don't make it obvious. Don't be panting all over the court. Don't be, have your hands on your knees, gasping for air. All right. If you're tired, try to hide it. All right. Try to conserve your energy in certain situations. When the ball is on the other side of the court, and you're not really too involved, and, take a little break, catch your breath, but don't, don't slack off. Just kind of, slow down your hustle a little bit, just to, get your energy going back, regenerate your energy. But definitely, You know what I'm saying? Don't make it obvious that you're tired. All right. Always stay positive and work together. So you got to be a team player, all right? That's one thing about basketball is, you know what I'm saying, it's not an individual sport, so you have to be able to work with your teammates if you want to win. All right? So make sure this is obvious. Pass the ball to your open teammates. Don't be a ball hog. Keep your head up when you're dribbling so you can make plays. Talk on defense. All right? So these are things you need to do to show your coach that, look, man, I'm a basketball player. I understand basketball. I understand the team aspect of basketball, that you can't win by yourself. You can't win by being individual. You can't win by being, you know what I'm saying, selfish. You got to be a team player. You got to be selfless. You got to be willing to give up the ball, willing to help your teammate. You see your teammate dribbling the ball, you see somebody coming up behind him to steal the ball, you say, hey, look out, look out. You know what I'm saying? Draw it to your teammates' attention, and, you know what I'm saying, work together to prevent turnovers and stuff like that. All right, and this is something, you know what I'm saying, that I truly believe that, you know what I'm saying, pretty much anybody can do, all right, as long as you're willing to dedicate yourself to some type of training workout that's proven and tested. All right, coaches love athletic players, and, back in the day, there wasn't much you could do about your athletic ability. It's either you have it or you don't. Nowadays, you can increase your vertical jump by doing specific exercises that will increase your ability to generate force and increase your ability to generate force quickly. All right. So if you don't know, I have a vertical jump program that I recently created called Vertical Jump Prime version 2.0. All right. So this is a 12-week vertical jump training program, and this is what I recommend to anyone who is serious about increasing their vertical jump. Now, it's not free, but it's only $9. All right, so if that's something you're interested in, I will leave a link in the description. But if you want to get started right away and you don't necessarily have $9 right now for whatever reason, you can just go to verticaljumprime.com and get the free ebook. So that's the first original Vertical Jump Prime program. And it's going to give you some workouts you can do. Basically, some workouts that I did in a 2-week period that helped me throw down my first dunk. Now, obviously, I was doing other things before that to, get my vertical jump higher. But, I tried different things. I learned from trial and error. And in a 2-week period, I did some workouts that helped me increase my vertical jump. But if you want something that's comprehensive, something that you can, that will tell you exactly what to do every single day, definitely you want to check out Vertical Jump Prime version 2.0. All right. Defend like your life depends on it. So a lot of players will, go hard on offense, but, neglect defense, and they don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? How important it is. Coaches are specifically looking for players that are willing to play defense. All right. Then they're like zoning in. If they see somebody hustling on defense and going hard on defense and he sucks at offense, the coach might still pick him up on the team, because, when it comes down to certain games where they need a lockdown defender, they can rely on you to come in the game and play defense. All right, so the easiest way to distinguish yourself from the other players on the basketball court is by playing defense, and not just regular defense. I'm talking about, annoying defense, where you're all up on your opponent, you're all up on him trying to get a steal, trying to force him to, dribble the basketball off his shoe. That's the type of defense I'm talking about. All right, it should look like your life is on the line, like you're playing for your life. All right, your coach, and most of the time the coach will let you know, like, he'll let you know, I love your defense, I love what you're doing, keep it up. He'll even tell other players that they need to watch you to learn how to play defense. So definitely play defense. Focus on foot, staying on your feet. Don't do too much reaching. Don't always go for the steal. Just focus on stopping your opponent from scoring. All right. Don't be one of those guys that go hard on offense and slack off on defense. All right. Some people can get away with that, but even if you can get away with it, it's always going to benefit you when you decide to play defense. All right. When you decide to focus on going hard on defense, because defense wins games. If you're able to stop the other team from scoring, and you can keep scoring. So, and that's obviously, everybody loves to go hard on offense. You know that. So The difference maker is the team that's willing to go hard on defense. All right, that's just common sense. All right, so you know what I'm saying, put effort into defense, go hard on defense, just as hard on defense as you do on offense. All right, so those are the tips for making a team, man, going hard in tryouts, dominating tryouts. If you want to grab the free report that will reveal the training secrets of the basketball elite, you can click the link in the description or go to verticaljumprime.com/elite secrets. If you want to increase your vertical jump, you can check out verticaljumprime.com. I will leave a link in the description so you can increase your vertical jump and get the free ebook. And once you get access to the free ebook, on the next page, it will I would tell you about Vertical Jump Prime version 2.0. You'll basically see step 1, step 2, step 3. On step 2, it will say, do you want to learn how to add 5 to 10 inches to your vertical jump? And you just click that, and it will take you to Vertical Jump Prime version 2.0, which is a 12-week vertical jump training program. All right, so thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Peace.